Welcome to the Writer Reads Flash Fiction from another 365 days of flash fiction, month 4, day 10, Orosho in the attic. Soon, Orosho crooned, looking at the stars. Soon. Stuck in an attic, the trapdoor barricaded against the monsters downstairs, he knew it was probably a lie, but the promise made him feel better. The stars beckoned like specks of promise, scattered in black velvet. A loud thump reverberated through the attic, and he startled. Another thump followed, and he glanced toward the trapdoor. The box on top shook. Orosho watched as another jolt from below lifted the box a few inches from the floor. It looked like the monsters had gotten tired of waiting. The thumps became more rhythmic and persistent. Orosho looked around for something else to add to the top of the stack, keeping the trapdoor down. There was nothing. He sighed and turned back to the emergency beacon generator on his desk. Well, so much for that idea. I guess they really were too far away. There was another boom, and Orosho glanced back at the trapdoor. The boxes were still, and he frowned. A second boom followed, this one louder than the first, and nearer. The windows rattled. And then the trapdoor lifted again, slowly, as though something, or several somethings, was pushing it upward. "Oh, no, you don't," Orosho told it, hurrying over to scramble on top of the boxes. The trapdoor remained raised, so he jumped up and down on the top box, hoping the lid didn't give way. Something grunted from below, and Orosho almost lost his balance as the trapdoor dropped. Ha! The sudden surge upward almost sent him toppling, and he flung his hands over his head, wrapping his hands around an overhead beam and pushing against the ceiling to force the trapdoor back down. A third boom came. This time the window shattered. Something snarled from beneath his feet, and Orosho pushed harder. Booms, sonic booms, meant dropships. He grunted with effort as the thing beneath the trapdoor renewed its efforts. Dropships meant combat troops, unless the booms had only been shuttles. By the stars, he hoped it had been dropships. The boxes jerked beneath his feet. He was cactus if they hadn't. The trapdoor heaved again, and he nearly fell, but now he could hear shouting. Lots and lots of shouting. Another boom came, followed by another, and then the sound of blaster fire and the shrieks and roars of monsters in pain. There was another almighty surge from the trapdoor, and he lost his grip on the overhead beam, tumbling off the boxes. He hit the floor hard, scrabbling to get away from the trapdoor. The boxes had tumbled too, and scattered. He had no way of stopping it now. The next time the trapdoor lifted, he'd be fighting for his life. Orosho scrambled to his feet, looked around for something he could use as a weapon, and grabbed his chair. A storm of sound came from beneath his feet, shouts, shots, roars, screams. It did not sound good. Orosho remained poised, sweeping the chair forward with murderous intent the second the trapdoor lifted. There was a startled shout, and it dropped with a crash. The head emerging out of it ducked, and a metal-encased hand shot up to seize the chair legs. The jolt of it stopping vibrated up Orosho's arms, and the head lifted, looking straight at him. "Are you done?" the Marine snarled in exasperation. "Or should I just shoot you as well?"